Hi guys, I am back in the studio. Yay! So I'm back here today in the studio to you to bring up this video to you. Currently, I do apologize about last week. You know, I did do my best with that vlog and I got good reviews on that. So thank you for your support. So today, as I was talking about, and oh yeah, I didn't even introduce myself. I am Jinjin Not Nice, you know? So yeah, so I am here today to talk to you about self-love. So that was one of the highest requests of how did I end up developing self-love. Sorry if I'm disorganized. Before I start, I'm just showing you the look that I used today, just the eyeshadows that I used today. Every other video I use the same foundation, same highlighter. So for the highlighter today, I used the Golden Hour palette, and that is by NYX, Perfect Filler Shadow. My palette looks probably a little bit beat down because I use it so much, and there's no colors in this palette. However, there's only I used the brown. There's a brown one, there's a brown, and I used like the third color of the pink. I will probably take a photo and show you of the palette that I did use and the brushes. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So this week I'm going to talk about self-love and self-care. So majority about self-love. So a lot of people ask me like, what do you do for self-love, confidence, and care? So, you know, in my journey, and you know, like, self-love is very hard. It's not an easy journey for me, as you guys know that I am plus size, and I am a big girl. So you know, like for me, it was like for me to develop self-love. It was very hard. Like my journey was very tough. Like, you know, like at one point I was really confident in my life. You know, my mom never ever, when I'm talking about my mom, like my mom would never ever make me feel as if because I was big I couldn't dress in this or I couldn't do that. Like my mom always made sure that I was fashionable. Like I am gonna put a throwback photo of like me in a dress. Like I've been like a mini little fabulous diva from young. So you know, like my mom never ever, like she would always make sure that because I was big, not because I was big, that I couldn't dress well, and got me all the clothes that I wanted and stuff like that. And you know, a while like in grade school it did get bad because, you know, like my journey was like I used to get made fun of throughout all high school. I got made fun of, and you know, being called fat, you're ugly, you're fat, and that was what people used to pick on, you know. And that really, like I can say that really like took a toll on my confidence, you know. And like, you know, like what I would suggest, like, you know, like especially like having that issue from a young age, having people pick on you. Like I've been picked from grade school all the way going into college, all the way till today. Like, but what I would suggest based on how I got over it, I just decided to stop listening to what people have to say. You know, stop making people's voices, make it like what people say validate who I am as an individual, who I am as a person. You know, like people are like, oh, you're fat. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm fat, but there's other things about me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and even until this day, like, so what I would suggest for all my followers, do not listen to what people have to say about you. Your own opinions about yourself is yourself, you know. And like, and sometimes what I usually do, I know I'm like going around this, I'm so sorry, but like what I used to do, I used to write the things that I hate about myself, which is bad, and then what I would love about myself. And then when I looked at that list and I said, listen, the list configured of what other people have to say and how people view me, I decided to say, okay, look at the positive side of everything about you that you list down. You work on those things that you list on, you know? And another thing about it too is just like, I don't know, like I'm so sorry. It's a really hard topic for me to talk about, you know? You know, I end up finding, like, even in college, losing myself as an individual, like, just based on to see if, like, oh, who would like me, and oh, would you like me, and who will love me, and who would care for me, and stuff like that, and losing myself throughout the process of losing my confidence and losing who I am as an individual. And then I end up finding myself, and every day you find yourself, and every day you go forward and you find yourself and you go throughout this journey. Like, my best thing I would suggest to my followers, don't care what people have to say. Put yourself out there, you know. For me, like, even doing this video for me right now is just like a big step for me. Doing the modeling thing, like, I was told, like, I could never ever model. I'm still modeling. I'm taking photos. I'm doing fashion shows. And, like, my best advice is put yourself out there. Don't let anybody opinion just break you down as an individual or give you negative thoughts. Always think positive about yourself. Always do things positive for yourself. Another thing too, don't think, for me, I got caught up as well with materialistic things to make myself beautiful. Like, even without the makeup, like, sometimes I just, like, without the makeup, I take photos. I, you know, do things like with for my face, natural skin. Like, even with makeup, I do makeup. Like, I do all these things, and these things make me confident, you know. And, like, it makes me continuously I'm so sorry. It makes me continuously just feel good about myself. Like, me doing my hair, me doing my nails, me doing all these type of things. Like for me, when I'm talking about materialistic things, like, don't get too caught up. Like, I used to feel like I always have to be on point to feel like to be pretty or beautiful. I don't always have to be on point. I just have to be me. Be me. Do me. So, like, that's what I do. So, you know, like, I don't know, like, the best thing, like I said, for self-love is just to, it comes within. It takes a while, but it comes within. You have to love yourself within before you love the outside. And even with the outside, love yourself for who you are, you know. You were created on this earth. I believe in God, so I say God created me to look this way for a reason. So every reason is for a reason and a purpose. And my purpose here is to be coming to you guys with this video today. So, like I said, with self-love, it's never easy. Continue pushing and thriving forward. Do not let anyone tear you down or not say validate. You don't need validation from anyone. It's self-evaluation. Every single day you evaluate yourself. What I do when I get up in the morning, I'll go into the mirror, no matter how I look, and say, you are beautiful, you know. Continuously saying that I am beautiful, and I keep on going, and I take risks. Like, that's another thing with my self-love. I've been starting to take risks. YouTube channel, school, putting myself out there, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I used to be, like, very high, like, hidden with myself, like, oh no, I'm not going on social media. I think I hid on Facebook for over 3 years. Like, I just decided to just stay low key. I would take photos. I was always a photo taker, but, like, make sure, like, take, like, photos, like, not full body photos, and just take upper photos. And I stopped that now because, you know, it's just like, why am I gonna hide who I am? You have to embrace yourself as a person. You have to embrace yourself as an individual. So why am I gonna hide who I am on social media, on anywhere on a day-to-day basis? Like me going into a corner in a closet. Why do that, right? So, like, for me, it's just a situation where it's like I learned to, it's a gradual journey, and on a day-to-day basis I still struggle, but I get through, you know? So my suggestions based on self-love is to always be proud of who you are, never hide who you are, you know? Don't look for opinions to accept you. Don't look for people to accept you as an individual. Don't look for like others for self-acceptance. It starts with you first. and stay grounded to your roots and be honest to yourself of who you are, because I think that's really that would be the most important thing, to be honest and true to who you are. And if there are others that don't accept you for who you are, let them walk, let them go, you know, because you are worthy, and you are worthy. And if others people don't value you. So, and I can say that based on a ton of experiences I've you know, I've lost I told you throughout college, I lost myself. I'm not say here, but at another college, I lost myself throughout the process, making people's opinions make me feel like really less of myself. And I look at myself today and say, wow, like, do these opinions matter? Like, you know, as if you guys don't know, I am a law graduate, and I did well throughout high school and college. I did really well, and now I'm still continuing my education and studies, and I'm starting a business. I'm here on YouTube with you guys, and I don't mean to talk a lot about me, but like, did their opinions stop me or to lower my self-confidence while I was in school, like calling me ratchet and calling me all these type of names? It did not define who I am today. So I just want you guys to know, like, do not let opinions, do not let them affect you. It's very hard to say, like, the whole sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt me. Words do hurt, and you know, but if one is not going to accept you, let them go, right? So that would be my lesson for the day for self-confidence. And I know I've been talking a lot. Let me just look here. I'm just looking at the timer here. But yeah, like, don't focus on opinions. And yeah, like, being plus size too, don't ever like devalue, like for me as a plus size woman, I never devalued like how I can dress or where I can go, or would it be cool to go out with this person? Like, no. So self-love and self-care. I hope the few things that I said, value yourself, don't look at opinions from others, love yourself. Do what, like for me, I do something once a week. Like, I do my nails once every 2 weeks. I go to Sephora and buy makeup. I know Sephora can be expensive, or go and find a nice product to put on my face, you know, do my hair, go out with my friends, you know, just, you know, having a good time, you know, like I just, like I said, sometimes self-love is beyond doing like makeup and stuff like that. Like I said, it starts with yourself. Like, you know, you have to be nice to yourself. You have to love yourself, because you know what? There's only one you, and you are awesome. So like I said, you have to be nice to yourself, and you have to care for yourself. So I know I am rambling along here. And also to stay positive. That's another thing. Always stay positive. Throughout negative situations, there's always a positive. Keep on focusing on positive things about yourself, and make sure that you do celebrate and highlight them, as much as if it's a small goal, you know. You know, it's very hard when there's a lot of pressure. For me, I'm young. I'm 24, and you know, it's a lot of pressure for being in school, developing a career, and you know, having fun, and also like it's like I'm like 6 years from 30, and it's just like, woo, what do I do? You know. So like, just focus on having fun and being positive and highlighting. Make sure you celebrate your positives, as small as they are. Celebrate them and be proud of them. And that's also, there's a difference between pride, being proud, and being boastful. Be proud. Don't be boastful. Be proud, right? So that's what I would suggest. Doing little things, like say if like, I don't know, if you got a promotion from work, or you had a good week, at work, you know, you got good compliments at work, or even not even at work, like you just had a good week. Like, let's go out I go out to dinner with my friends once a week, and we have a talk about everything that went positive. So that's the best I would suggest. Find something once a week. That is positive to do, not only to look at positive things, also for self-love and self-care. Like, that's what I would suggest. So for me, I just, like I said, I go to Sephora, or I go to Sephora. Even if I'm not buying anything, I just go to Sephora because I like makeup, and I just go and look around and see what's going on in there. Or like I go to dinner and I sit down with my friends and we have discussions and, you know, focus on different things. Or for me, what I found is a new hobby, as into for self-loving care, and it's not only YouTube, but starting to do fashion shows. So you have to find something for yourself to do to stay positive. But like I said, you are beautiful. Do not let anybody tear you down, and just keep on pushing, keep on going. So I know this video was very hard for me to do because it takes a lot of time, like just to even right now to describe the journey of self-love and self-care, because, you know, I'm still going through it, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going through it with any other viewer that is going through it, and I want you guys to know that you are beautiful, you are valued, and you are loved. And I do appreciate you guys watching and watching today. So I know I've been rambling along, so sorry. This is a real, like, this video out of all my videos is the most realest one. So so be you, be beautiful, and guys, I love you guys. I don't even want to cry right now. Oh my God. It's really, really emotional video. So be you, be beautiful, and be great. And just love yourself. You are beautiful. You know, don't let nobody affect you. Don't let nobody mess with your grind. You're beautiful, you're bold, and you're brave. So I love you guys. Mwah.